CCTV amandegere y'umuguzi. CCTV amandegere y'umuguzi. CCTV amandegere y'umuguzi.
Isato homoti nyino mo tangani umwaka no y'ugwekirubere 2025 mojomo ligerinde no kwegana mbiyole andonsi yasole na ukwanire nabo kwaligane asengambo yeli tuko lya lero asomogani wito ale maiga imeje studio ase torachu kwanira hamangana alengete abasae naboigo asinge njoye biro tugenda aseyemo asale lya twerere erenimo naboigo emirimo yae niriri karibu sana.
Asante sana Moralia.
Yes.
Njenguru James Otieno Okongo. James Otieno Okongo no mwalimu.
Yes.
Iwando mwalimu wa secondary ya deputy principal ya school iko kwa Onyinyo High School Nyamira County. Is up county ya Nyamira South. Besides mwalimu kwa mwalimu naende gonde a mentor.
Yes.
And I'm a recovery advocate, and we're going to talk about wellness. And besides that, I document my story in a book. From rock bottom to purpose. That way, on how to break free from addiction and thrive, because nje kurugo saibwane pakawono I've lived two lives. Now I live real life in addiction from substance abuse, that is various drugs that I studied through experimentation paka like a level. Now I saw it into active addiction. Then it affected the way I could make judgment, it affected my health, it affected my relationships, my finances, until, and I didn't know that I was suffering from a disease. Up to 2021, yes, that's the time, at the level when I was, behaving abnormally. I was doing things abnormally. That's the time I was almost addicted. And then, luckily for me, I was given an option to either seek help by my employer, seek help through rehabilitation, or I get disciplined through addiction. And after addiction, there is summary dismissal. So I had no option. So we can all link again and take that bitter part, but which again turned to be my salvation, rehabilitation. So after rehabilitation, thank God, I got a lot of support from family, support from community, support from my siblings, my mother, and other people who were very, very genuinely interested in my recovery. Kurwavono nolijagete ko addiction as a disease. In rehab, naona kitu discovery. Chete rehabilitation center in Nairobi area, and Kiambu. Iko kusoba living.
Igan itote ba no watch the konyoro burabu.
Naona ite konyoro burabu. Otherwise, I've been in darkness for a long time. I started drinking, smoking from high school. Then it progressed into university, progressed into workplace up to 2021. So half of my life, I think I want to say 3/4 of my life has been in addiction, 26 good years.
Yes.
You know, so 26 good years, only an active addict is a big story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nko buli wano inchira ki amangana ya mentorship akokonya basana.
You know, first, I want to understand that in most cases I talk about how to break free from addiction. But before you break free from addiction, perhaps we should understand inki addiction. So that then inki addiction naende how ngakiumonda kwenyora bakobe addict. I think that should be the starting point.
Yes.
Nchake kotewana ki addiction. Kwanza in this book, so that we don't take a lot of time.
Yes.
In this book, ninkwanete ebintu a few things. Ninkwanete what addiction is.
Yes.
And what addiction is not.
Yes.
Understanding addiction. In chapter 2, ninkwanete na addiction is not a weakness.
Yes.
Addiction is not a moral failure.
Yes.
Umuntu yo wisali akunywa marwistali akunyunya sole ikinenge ndago wono yaikira obaira addict ini kitu ya kukiletea. Addiction is not simply about weak willpower. Or addiction is not a moral failure. Addiction, it's a chronic, progressive condition that can alter the way we think, the way we feel, the way we react to situations. Lakini ngaya target uneosori umanto, you know, like me, ina target go experiment. Yani you want to belong to a group. You peer pressure area. Kwanyora wa feel high. Kwanyora with time, that feeling is unique, and one what I go experiment and with time, umubero koraki. Kwanyora already conditioned to having that feeling. Feeling you, ngiye konyereta a substance yeli. Anyenga so konyara wanze wa progress kwa. Wana wanza wo yaika a level umubere over dependent. When I can be very dependent, in as much as that condition you go to situations that are unpleasant, still correct. So addiction is a situation where you are compelled to use a substance even if you know that the results are bad. Like pakan bantu barakonya bari addict mu kumaki bona yanyasara so ko uzure ko ngura nyasara ko ara okonye atena anakari ogete ko wori ko nyama kuzooti onesika even meaning addict ni accepting a negative problem.
Yes.
Lakini as much as you have that problem ya onyora kabisa tega sinini unia be radio chiriko korosiero kichire kunywa maru chire kunywa sigara chire kunywa HOND sigara like that. So addiction starts from experimentation, then it progressively takes over somebody's way of thinking. It alters the reward system in the mind. Yeah.
Good. Inchira kutatika rehabilitation. Inchira ki turanyala kokonyo yo nalika gutwale naro. Kunywa maru kusamulio ko yogutinde. Inchira ndeneyo.
Actually inchira nero.
Yes.
And addiction is not a death sentence. You can always come out of it.
Yes.
That is why if some of us came out of it after a long period of time, the first step is to accept. You know, it must start from you. Is to accept that you have a problem. Acceptance is the first. Then, after you have accepted, what next? The next thing is now to seek help. You can seek help from mentors, people who have walked through that path. A mentor is anybody who has experience on something and he wants to give a hand to other people so that they can also become like him. So that's the whole principle around. That's the whole story around mentorship. You know, there is a saying that goes that you cannot give, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So if you want to be a mentor,
Yes.
you must live that story. You must be you must live the message that you are selling out. Like me, I have been an addict. I have done everything that addicts do. I have sought help. I have recovered. I'm still recovering.
Yes.
And therefore, those strategies that I use, those are the same strategies that I pour to other people who also need help. But it must come from the mentee himself or herself. Lazima akupali akuna shida alafu aombe kusaidiwa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ngai twasireirio boroso kugera wisikurigere libone abasabange babera addicted sana.
Yeah, sure.
Ngai twasireirio boroso kuiga
Actually, tiante venga bono ira. Ndio wewe itabanta bange mental issues and mental issues yani mundu kunyora that's why mental issues now they go take first place in workplace kunyora okora tena kiyo mundu na leo style yako lengereri go style yako behave nowadays kutoka na what the issues. Nowadays, you do what I want to got a lot of stress, I want to depression, mental health, I want to treat you. And they are, in one way or the other, people are addicted, not only to drugs, but to so many other addictions. Addictions, you know, when we talk of addiction, we look at addiction as only drugs. Because nowadays, there are other forms of addiction. There are even social media addiction. Yeah, we have people who scroll throughout the day. We have gambling. We have theater. Theater has killed so many people. That's an addiction. You know that this behavior may have very negative outcomes, but you still go ahead and do it. That's an addiction. So you know, but because you are addicted, you say, this is the last time I'm taking this job. This is the last time I'm taking this cigarette. This is the last time they are already going to the So why? Because the substance that you are abusing, that is your substance of choice, has already altered your reward system in the body. Yes. The way you respond to happiness, that's more osiri, you might go trigger the happiness hormone. That's more osiri, go trigger the courage or the courageous. Oh, you see. So at the end of the day, without it, you cannot function normally. That's an addiction.
Isi, nchira kiro che turanyari to kuru mochando.
Mochando yo, addiction. Again, it's not the only way, but one of the best ways is mentorship. Because discipline has been tried before. Umuntu ubwatu bekwechera. Lakini ndimambia correct. Umuntu wakwibiranye ibinde corporate advancement. Serikali njagani kamana. So the first actually one of the I want to say that the appropriate way you turanyale gukora kwende kwanza mentorship, kwanza guidance and counseling kumwana hawa wase the youth wase anybody or undergo such a problem au kwanza ra understand ngana what the problem can understand it IK level out now I've acknowledged what the problem elwe komo na wori naki na kio jito konyana. How do I come out of this? Then now the mentee and the mentor we can answer a program yo. So that is why we have in this book the strategies of coming out of this problem. So and of course to the timelines. We cannot say we want to mentor somebody for the rest of his life. Timelines and what the activities that Montara call in the annual coming out of this problem, this challenge. Yeah.
School, being one of the teachers, Mero Kimubegete, you kwenda kiunangubuatera na muraso wamo na waibuli kanisa yani like school Mero Kimubegete.
Maria, I think that is a very important question. Na ndina ndikutegia bayibulinga abali muboka mbako nyara wa solve issues cy'abana weka ebe okubwatara umuyibuli omwana omwalimu ne community. Because umwana kiraguze abana baroro baguje school yani bago pretend ora rongo muntu akitaka kora mabosa ayi no mwewe ne nama ito mwana oyo maite omwewe nama ito mwana oye A to Z lakini wewe wande mbali abuze danga mwana mutako kora mangana ayo ayi umwana kirabono ekira abandi bakite batebanga ayo muntu batena uje ukora uchunguzi wako pole pole unakuja kugundua. You know, there are people who hide in, nowadays it's not easy. But unandega, what is going on in your mind? So many people hide in masks. So to unbuild the mask, some level of honesty netakere. Umuntu ikatanga kiaro, yenteke. Inzeko gante style yende. So that is why the guidance and counseling departments in schools were strengthened. Abalimu wamanye how to identify early signals. Mwana wanguliga jomo naende na game. Mwana oyo wanze kuchenjia. Mwana oyo talengira. Style ya okora. You can see. You can find out. Man, truth be told, a strong guidance and counseling department in our school can be able to know when abana baanze ko change. Linde nero give guidance to the administration. Administration may take steps. Yeah.
Muchando nuraiga anene. Asumuntu wesokya. Kulara kwerera emichandilia winter.
Yeah.
Itendo iskaiga misikuru mufano bose mugwekano abongo chango taina nake imbato muchando yete lakini wantu bobo ira akora oyate istari mena te no tamete na saira siente akwato muchanda vale stress yati ono abantu bakowa inchira gitoranya le dokore kwirende.
Actually, thank you so much for that. That is why some of us are now bold enough, courageous enough to speak out so that our story can give permission to other people to also speak their stories, because our story, our individual stories collectively matter. You know, I want to say especially abana who suffer from this challenge addiction, who come from Christian families. Abana wego wasumbo wakonya kabwangu because of that yani uko hide umukonya ora moyuri abatabanga njente umwana one na wate problem yo kunyonya sole makia community ya kondora. Yes. Unaona? Bono umuntu utakagusevuga the family name lakini umuntu kale gasumbuete. Unaona? So addiction is a disease that does not have boundaries, does not have classes, does not have age, does not have manjono. Ono omuntu kunyonya sole ore bali. No muntu onde progress nyonya sole. The effect is the same. Bagutinda banza bonse banza ko romana gali kumotenga banza niki bali. So addiction, these substances chiko hold the minds chabantu njibwati class ngabona borwero bwa addiction yabako ndo mutaka nabako no mutaka nabako no mutini nabako no muntu somete nabako no musubati inyaruka umuntu mugotu ikijana. So the medicine, let people speak out that we have a problem. We started by experimentation, lakini where it has reached we hinge wono muntu kwa cancer. That's not very diagnosed for cancer. You say I'm a cancer patient now. I need help. That is the same thing. I have a problem. We have rehabilitation center. Actually, I want to be very appreciative to the government right now. I don't know whether other departments of the government in Gokorachvego. I think TSC as we talk. In Jekena rehabilitation in Tuaringo Wakana. 2021 we paid 60,000. I was paying around 60,000 per month for 3 months. That's around 180. But now, the government, as a medical scheme, rehabilitation area get that. So, one I go what a problem. To a really know what a problem you can use. Kwa wanja ogende area ogende okwanerwe okole rehabilitation. So kuirana after 3 months wawenire kuirana egasi okole na njina irana after 3 months ngairana I was posted to another school naona agendererika mpaka bwana. So I want to say and I want to appeal to parents and to people watching. One of your loved ones have a problem, talk to him, show him love, show him compassion. You know what the problem. We addicts are going to kuirana na bwangu bandana kwani uchamana niona kwani akuirana nile kwagenda kwanyuira niwa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ndate as bona turakwanire kuri keke ngane ya peer pressure manda te na ngumutika bosani bwana ingwe ngwenda bole kwera bona ya mubetereri nyabaringi go akikenyuwa bagendera kwa kikenyuwa bagendera kwa enyasora. Yes.
Thank you so much. Actually, that is what perhaps we should start defining who is your friend. Who is a true friend? Who is a true friend? You know, kuna ile at now lazima nikunywe ndio ni kuwa accepted kwa hii naitwa mbogi
rende
yes. Lakini hii kirende ama hii mbogi after some time upate kashida tu utabaki peke yako. So that's why I sometimes challenge you. Now, Abia, if you want to know exactly who is your best friend, kuwa na shida ande uone wale watu wenye watakuwa na wewe kabisa, those are your best friend. Ama wale ukiwa na kashida fulani Mondo na ora gechi kumono kubwai. Yani yako gechi kumono kubwai ni sida ne ya ora kini yako gechi kwa kuichanda mana kimu makona my friend any only problem na kitoko kwa to mukonya kubwai. Like I remember na what ni what friends. Okonyo ali na ngonywa marua manga bisa. Okonyo ani rusu mpoke yani aguso na ngakira kwa le wanjoti for the sake of yourself. Kwa le wanjoti. Lakini mboro na wadana ke Those are not friends. Those are peer mates. Those are club mates. So a club mate, you know that we should now be able to get as we talk when you are choosing, you should be very careful when you are choosing your friends, your son. Are these people pulling me towards my your purpose? Kill more than what a purpose in this life. There are those people who push you away from your purpose. Those are not friends. And there are those people who push you towards your purpose. Uplift. There are people who uplift you. There are people who pull you down. So in most cases, unfortunately, waliwago pull somebody down, evara wange. Na unfortunately, na watoto wetu kunywa so that they accept us in their group.
Na ndokonyo na wumunda tena tinde timba siri.
Yeah. You see. So our youth turojibono mutu alo asane kitaonge na soma tena kama tawanga. Life is lived for what? Yani toka menyogo kimagochi mbotwe, lakini toka bosoma kichmaya. Yani onye kimbwate miaka bono yakata mbwate miaka tata mbwate 55, 54. Then it means that I have experience yogo kimabwa 50 plus. Pono out of this experience na mungu nyara kukwane romo onto gwate miaka 30. Matenga bwana. Oyi mobo narawo rore iho ne ndongo wote I'm telling you out of experience. Na boku please yo monto ka como please yo lakini ngo como please rero ma mpitaka gute. Yeah, you know there are people ogo nyogo mburi awo tewanga mwana onyalewe ngokusalia ali tintageti mobenere usoko ba wonder against lakini yae nero gate ko banere because ni mbombi unaona. So I want to believe that kile youth was a kilo mondo na bwate boundaries awendo koraki awenda korea. Yeah.
Ndi tukwanira umuiguri itambo iguri na rogo mutina na king mwana ugo maybe ibintu mbiransira gutumika.
Yeah.
Lakini bono akwikanyombo bisitabe insaini sikio muiguri aramanye no mwana oyone bintu bira
kisaini kyo bado muiguri ne amata abana baye bada bana umuiguri na rogo yatanga manye to mwana oyo nabona asaikire.
Yes.
Asaikile ono ikira adolescence na maybe is changing from one stage to another.
Yes.
Ono you maybe didn't even understand. Lakini in as much as that can be true.
Yes.
Umuyuri nagwende komanya science chia related maybe or related na some form of addiction.
Yes.
Number one, wakonyoro mwana orenge very active. All of a sudden, itabia ya renge normal yaanze change. Onyo all of a sudden, omwana wanze kuba we isolate. Wikiri nyumba weka nyumba ina uragire bwango kusiye room ya we sieke. Tarenge kusieka previously, lakini this time wanze kusieka. Those should be warning signs. Wanyora, anyi no momura. Once kwa quiet. Hawa denga we. Wacha story zangu. Wanza go. Yanda taka story nyingi because wanyusira kidogo au cha pole pole. Uragira gwango ogenda because ise kogendera gukaransa nini no mura basa go decide go discover nga hivo dolera batoka tivuga. You see, so konyora once ukore kintu secretively. Aya. Binde biroro na bono na konyora once kwa mundu renge clean kabisa renge very smart ni waza kwa shagi. Mundu once ko ngane una bono mwanzo wanda dana kimaite na maite ne fashion yacha konyora umuntu once gutigitu kibona yari kirasta gukirariga nini kweli. But in the long run, you know, is follow abantu bago follow some fashion trends. They're funny. And what you got to do, yeah, come on, you got some connection.
Yes.
Na behavior it. Na ende social media. Social media is a very big influence in the way our youth are now relating. You know, our youth, if I will follow social, even the big happening in the social media blindly, they don't take time go interrogate the behaviors behind. But the one to create content or act like you want on there or already clear space value and okay. Was it one of again? So social media,
yes,
if unregulated, if left unregulated, it can be a very big distraction.
Yes.
Yeah. So I will into how to regulate the freedom, especially freedom. For 2 good months, almost 3 months. Into what they are doing from sa 12 chama bya go get paka pamoja. Do we have a structure? Do we know what is this boy or this girl is watching?
Yes.
Who is communicating to? Class okay, which is career, what is doing or what she's doing. So at the end of the day, social idle time is a very big, you know, idle time is idle, it's unregulated. In a very destroy him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tutikareka bwasa abaguli. Abaguli abang go changira pale abana babo baswama ngana addiction.
I want to say, ndongataka lia punto yetu bakaiye ngiriko kwa abayuli mbali bali kienepla. Yani okobe enepla unknowingly.
Yes.
How? There are several ways that a parent or a guardian, yes, siblings, and the environment in which mwana kwenyora anyore very labeled kokolege ndatalengo yakora were it not for the environment kenyora. For example, let me take my example.
Yes.
Kale seitu ngorosi walenge busa. Not essential. There were no cash crops that time. I'm talking of 1980s, 70s to 80s. Busa abantu banyu baone kidogo tuanyo banyu mongonyo fees to work Cameroon. There were so many in high school and so that environment it can expose to see kidogo kwanyora kwasibi umuntu ikaransta okunyu mwana watenga ya umushonjo esiga ingendo ndekereka yoke na mtongri tubate ona kwanyora ili musudie tubato diskwemi wa udini tukolinda kwa hivi kana kwa mtonge kwa mtonge kali kwa haraka kwa mwere. So some of us started smoking as early as form 2 form 1 oja. So what I'm trying to say, Galinga, some environments which go expose your mwana to addict, yani conditions chikogera ocha kigende kiko experiment. Aya, kile. Ami bulwane mbaroro montabade free nyomba. That is true. You know this reality. I want the free nyomba. You get stocked. You want a man. You want a wife. You want a PBS. Oh no. Ekera ukarega asi. Abana bao bao dana kitadia njite Jameson. Umano siwa kidogo. Komenda maji. So you are enabling. You are providing an enabling environment for a certain way. Aya. Mwiguli. Oimuki omwana wae. Omwana omake.
Yes.
Pa drive ne ogenda. Oito mogole chuisi onya konywali. Nera konyipia. Ineba. Omwana oyo okina in an environment yeba. In the subconscious mind, my subconscious mind, primary, so mwana wake nawe kina ana mimi nikikuwa mkubwa nitakuwa nakunywa kama dadi. Omwana oyo magukira with that mentality. Okay, one jara konya ajue sia kosoe ba is not a problem because no more doing used kuiwe pa karo mwana mke. That is how some of us started smoking because beer was at home, cigarettes were at home. So anyway, alafu that is for the youth.
Yes.
Lakini for the addict, one muntu yo very addict. How does a parent and siblings work with you? Only thing in the it was okay. Inche, Tinda it was okay. Rooming, don't be addicted. Now, I am going to school. So, what do? I pay. I take responsibility. You know, my friend, my brother, who is an addict, now take all the responsibilities. Now, more, I think you are a smart. Tuamwa kajire nyumba ende byana ende umwaja bune yao ati mwamwaja abana baye mwa the school. So at the end of the day mwamukonye no, this guy continues to be being on a tema after all the family caring. So you are not caring, you are fueling this fire. So what are we supposed to do? Toko make sure that tuko ni room awandaba. Alafu indongere runga tough love. You set boundaries. Awandaba, but you set boundaries. Mama taigono to kuire for help and rehabilitation and the counseling. Again the guidance and counseling. I call it mentorship. Koruabu. More hand back is or our responsibilities. Yes. To the now rehabilitated new fashion of the addict. And then now Nerevona go transit, Nera go transfer this mentorship to other people. Yes. And that is how we can all heal as a community. Yeah.
Tujase serikali. Serikali ya wiki umuki. Yoko ni kiunango kianire. Ngana yebinyuwa. Tako yokora mariyoga yogotinde. Bate nango kimi ngurusi bari meka koru 18 mpaka 21. Rochine konya.
Inche serikali ngoje saba. Ngo saba ngena kito strengthen. Serikali strengthen mentorship programs in the schools, at home, in colleges, even in church. Yes. Yani tutuare a structured mentorship program in the society, because truth be told, everything, there's no development that can go if mindset really, if mental health you want to really okay. So, and that's what I'm talking about, that after umuntu atira amarua, atire his drug of choice, what next? The next thing I want to okora is no rebuild his health, because the health was not okay. Some vital organs maybe have taken down. So I work on restoration of health, our restoration of mindset now, clarity of the mind. Then answer could rebuild relationships. Then from there, I'm going to answer for you own skill set. Konye, acha will build his finances, because finances can only be acquired when you give value. But you cannot give value if you don't have skills that will enable you to give value. So even these are the 4 key pillars: your mindset, your relationships, credible relationships, of course. Starting from trust, everyone wants to trust that you are okay. Yes. Then your health, and then skill set. Kurwa bono na wanza korosi chibeze. Wanza korosi chibeze na libono utanyale ukobe dependent. So serikali ionera tena sana yatokonyi kutwara structured guidance and counseling departments at the school level, in the village. We are even supposed to have rehabilitation centers free of charge. Yes, like I went to guide. There are so many people who have passed on it. The counseling psychology. Yes. Yeah. The government should employ these people who are mentorship. Because want to by the way, want to abange, you have the mental health issues. And once now our mental health issues are sorted, then it will be very easy now to sort other things. Because you're about to go on a woman. Yeah.
Yes, kitorango chukura. Biro ningo biko minyaka. Tete kwana mwiburi. Kwana mwiburi. Kuwatuka ewiki go changu skuru ngo ikuruchire.
Yes.
Kuwatuka mwana aenda masomo. Tetumu kwanire nabo akiwa.
Tigato yakire umwiburi. Yes. Umwiburi wandigeretie. Igonta gete mosaba. Nga abana n'abaito, lakini marange abana ngoja wali batwara challenges tema sana ku understand omwana uwo challenges yako twara nanda umukonye, give that child a hearing. Abana ndio kunyora omwana wa challenges kurunga osinyote yo mwibuli kwanyora no mwibuli nero mwaito buchisidejo ochicha eskuru osinyote yo mwibuli ne eskuru ana bwato bwo osinyote abalimu omwana onyora otwale bo develop abana bali ba develop bakas stress omwana ose develop some funny characters bako omwana abana bali ba behitiri tanga my parents bali ko kontegera na school abalimu nane ngatanga ke abalimu omwana kera akira bwate mood swings teba komanya why, so that that is why we are saying let the guidance and counseling departments in every school be strong, so that omoibuli korunga na balimu school babwaterane bakonya abana, because abana especially like adolescents go face a lot of challenges. So we need gutwara oberani obia between abarimu abaiguri na abana barungo bataina ki. When you have a challenge, speak out. There is always help. Oh, konyangoro so long as it, because there is no way umwalimu James ala manyanga no what the problem with unless kwanye. So nyekwane kwana mwalimu teacher look for school, look for safe spaces. School wa no wanyo mwalimu litana oro ora time oyo msaka moteli ababo nkonya mwalimu uranyale ko confide in so that mwalimu ronera krate yu yata kunya gukonya nena bago seek help kurwa so mwalimu onde fight collectively fanya wale bakonya mwana
kono ndoche biro biko minyoka singenjo yochikwaligani koreta yati kireki nsebire esi ngo isko ya topic yetu wata yo serikali ya watu kireki besa
ya naro chege ndege ngene serikali ya turu minister education Mr. Ogamba yesterday naro che nga kiwezi ya capitation cha Soire school because I believe that onye cha Soire I believe nga amasomo na jagendere asoro mandi
ngo bayiboli mbobwa
babwatuka abana nande naiwete unaona bambe bataki abana basoe school 100% transition to grade 10 na intune school ya wonywe ndowate chipatwe STEM ndowate ne pathway kwa social arts iko school kile around gari to abana. Our school is very much equipped. Our school is ready, and we are also ready to work with these kids.
Yes.
As a masomo, as a mambo ya mentorship, mambo ya skill set growth na creation, so that together we can grow as a community and together we can grow as a country.
Yeah. Yes. Emini irenga mo wata last year.
So what I mean 6.7. Yeah. We are expecting a bit of 7 point something. At least 6 plus. Yeah.
Palibia turangeri tosherekea supa.
Asante.
Yes, umwanjo umuligereria na buno tuwikirenga mbocho mosi asegeke kermutwe ningira nenkolentera ya tikire chinse ibira senjira yo wikirano lidera ni sera sekunde na gusabiro twaro buligereri urumya.
Eye Nkisi TV amandegere y'umugusi.